Hello and welcome to the Saudi Building and Infrastructure Awards interviews. My name is Renee Bourne, and on behalf of IBMAR, I am delighted to be joined today by Fadi Hatoum, Chairman and Group CEO at UNIMAC. Fadi, we are delighted you could join us here today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Fabulous. Diving straight into our questions, what has been UNIMAC's approach to delivering high-quality infrastructure projects in alignment with Saudi's Vision 2030?
Well, delivering a quality project and on schedule, of course, that's a given. And any good contractor can deliver, can deliver a quality project on schedule. At UNIMAC, it's not just about those KPIs. We are very keen about being a value add to the economy, and we are a facilitator as a contractor to improving the economy on multiple fronts. When the client, whether it's the private sector or whether it's the government, injects capital in an investment, such as an infrastructure facility that UNIMAC builds, it's important that many of the stakeholders and the vendors up and down the supply chain benefits from the project. And we are very focused on doing that. We have to ensure that many of the sectors improve, whether it's using their services or buying their products, but also working with them throughout the life cycle of the project in improvements, whether it's improving the quality of their products or improving the production of what they are supplying to the project. But UNIMAC is very much involved in that throughout the whole life cycle.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Diving straight into our next question, how is UNIMAC integrating new technologies and digital solutions to enhance efficiency and performance across its projects? Mr. Hatoum.
Well, UNIMAC is very blessed that we have participated in the construction of several Grade 1 circuits. And on those Grade 1 circuits, we've had many Formula 1 and Formula E events. When you're participating in the construction of a world-class Formula 1 circuit, there's a lot of technology that's involved in building them. It's not just about safety. Safety is an absolute must, and it's paramount. But it's also about ensuring that the quality of those circuits are at a standard where racing teams from all over the world can come and enjoy those circuits. And in order to achieve that, we use several different technologies. One of them is certain polymers and modifiers that we add to the tarmac. Those polymers and modifiers are either sourced locally or imported from abroad. And what we do, we create a mixed design for the F1 circuit, which is, you can imagine, amongst the highest quality in the world. And we like what we do. We use some of that technology into road construction. So when we go to the next project and it happens to be a road or a highway, we like to use a lot of that technology in improving the quality of our roads to ensure that they last longer, to ensure that they're grippier. The grippier the road, the safer the road. And so we have actually done that in Riyadh, where after completing the Grade 1 circuit in Jeddah, we started implementing some of those modifiers into the asphalt, in which which we use to build some of the roads in Riyadh city at the moment. So it's very exciting. Also, it's important to ensure that there are proper drainage systems in place. The drainage systems in the Grade 1 circuit is amongst the best in the world. It's enough to handle a 100-year storm. So you can imagine how much technology goes into that. And when there are certain locations in the city where we can have potential floods, we also use a lot of that technology, and we work with the client in using that in those specific locations where we believe, and I think the client now believes, that will assist them as well with flooding. So a lot of technology that goes into building F1 circuits, we're now using that tech into building infrastructure. So it's very exciting. We are really blessed that we had the opportunity to do that. And with regards to digital transformation, we absolutely are keen about that. We are upgrading. We have an entire team. That's all they do day and night. They approach me with new ideas and new technologies. They're mandated to do so. We use SAP, so across the board, we use SAP, where they are our partners. And now we have been approached by some new partners in the last year related to AI, as you can imagine.
Yes.
And we are currently in the process of partnering with them. So hopefully by mid 2026, we would start implementing some AI technology in our operations as well.
Thank you so much, Fadi. What were the main challenges faced during the execution of your award-winning project, and how did your team overcome them?
Well, every contractor has challenges, but some of those challenges are supply chain issues or finding talent. That's copy paste across every project. You're going to find those challenges. In UNIMAC, our challenges are slightly different than other contractors. It's important for us that our stakeholders and our vendors are better off at the end of the project than they were at the beginning of the project. If they are not better off at the end of the project than they were at the beginning, we failed somewhere. There has been a failure. It's an important KPI. It's what makes UNIMAC who we are. We work with them continuously. It's a continuous effort, whether they are our clients, whether they are the local municipality, or the traffic police, or our suppliers and subcontractors. We're constantly communicating with them, working with them, and finding ways to improve their operations, their quality, making roads safer. We talk continuously. We're meeting with, and we have workshops with the traffic police to find ways to make their roads safer for the final customer, being the drivers of the vehicles on that road. So this is critical to us. This is critical to us, and we do review at the end of a project when we hand over. We do review intensively how much of a value add we are. Not just, of course, as I mentioned earlier, not just to the economy, but how have our vendors and our stakeholders improved at the end of the project. This is very critical to us. And that is really the main challenge for UNIMAC. UNIMAC is absolutely honored to have received the two awards, one being the best leisure project for the Speed Park Racetrack, and the other award is the best road construction company. It didn't take a year of hard work. It took actually 47 years to achieve this. UNIMAC was created in 1979, and really it was absolute team effort from everybody. My team worked day and night. They are so dedicated, so hardworking, and really we would not have been able to achieve this if it wasn't for the full team effort. So thank you so much for those two awards.
Understood. Excellent. Thank you so much. How does UNIMAC ensure operational excellence across large-scale, fast-track infrastructure programs, especially in those high-complexity environments?
That's a very important question and a dear question to me, because if you look at our logo, the UNIMAC logo has the orange M. That orange M represents the 5 M's of construction. Being material, machinery, manpower, management, and money. And for UNIMAC, it's all about ensuring that those 5 M's are looked after throughout the entire life cycle of the project. It's critical. If any of those M's during the life cycle of the project fails, the project fails. Machinery that we use have to have low carbon footprint. We always utilize the newest machines and equipment in the market. The material that we use is tested continuously in our labs and in third-party labs. We use the highest quality material. The manpower are continuously trained, and we are always keen to put them on their career paths. So we motivate them and we get them incentivized. The management, of course, we search continuously for the best managers there are. And you can imagine a poorly managed project, what the end results could be. So we always hire the best, we search for the best, and our talent acquisition team is always searching for the best managers. And of course, money. If you don't manage your money well, it's a disaster. It'll result in cash flow challenges during the life cycle of the project, and you don't want that to happen. No contractor wants to face cash flow challenges. So it's managing the money well. It's hedging. If you're going to buy products using different currencies, make sure you hedge correctly to reduce your risks. Make sure you hedge against material price escalation. Like as you know, today copper prices are going up significantly, so we hedge against that. And it's managing the money and making sure that you reduce the risks throughout that life cycle. And if a contractor manages to do so, the project will always be successful.
Excellent. I love the 5 M's, and you're very right. Leadership is absolutely pinnacle.
Yes, it is.
If we can move right into our final question, looking ahead, what does the future look like? What are the major opportunities and priorities you see for the buildings and infrastructure sector in the Kingdom? And how is UNIMAC preparing for them?
It's the growth of the population is, as you know, whether it's the growth of the Saudi population or the growth of the non-Saudi population that's moving into the country, it's putting a lot of challenges on the infrastructure. So UNIMAC is focused specifically on that. We want to help the Saudi government and the private sector grow the infrastructure fast enough to accommodate that growth in the population. And it's not just only about building quickly. It's also ensuring that the quality of the infrastructure is to the standard where the government will not have a significant OPEX throughout the next several decades. If you're going to build a poor quality infrastructure, OPEX goes up. And that means that the contractor has failed somewhere. A successful project and a serious contractor will not just build the project with the highest quality, but we will also work with our clients to make sure that their OPEX is as low as we can possibly get it. And of course, that frees up a lot of capital for the client, and that freed up capital can be re-injected back into other projects, and that's how you ensure that there's continuous work for the entire sector.
Thank you so much, Fadi. That brings our interview tonight to a conclusion. Thank you so much for your time and for sitting down with us this evening. We are so excited to welcome you back to the Saudi Building and Infrastructure Awards later this year.
Thank you so much again for having me. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.